With 53 days to the voting day, each of the contenders for the country's top job insists that they have the numbers and will clinch the presidency in the first round. With 14.3 million Kenyans on the roll of voters, the alliances and political parties in the Kibaki succession contest are already analyzing the figures, mapping out the areas they consider their strongholds. The Code Alliance that will be captained by Prime Minister Raila Odinga has set a target of up to 8 million votes, while on the other hand, the Jubilee Alliance, whose flag bearer is Uhuru Kenyatta, projects a first-round win with slightly over 5 million votes against Odinga's 4.2 million votes and anticipates a 71% voter turnout. The Jubilee team gives the other contestants in the March 4th race to State House a maximum of 480,000 votes. But do these figures make any sense?
They're assuming that each region, some of the regions will really vote as a bloc, which is not the case. We know that there are only 2 regions that are likely to vote as a bloc, which is Central and the Luo Nyanza. The rest might not go as a bloc.
The Jubilee Alliance has exuded confidence that it will trounce Odinga hands down, insisting that it has the Rift Valley, Mount Kenya and Nairobi votes under lock and key, and will tilt the scales in the areas considered swing vote regions like Kisii, Coast as well as the pastoralist communities. Figures dismissed by Odinga when he welcomed Lugari Member of Parliament Cyrus Jirongo into the CORD team.
Bundling ethnic figures, or that we are the strongest people because we are backed by big communities. Those are people who belong to Kenya of yesterday. Merely because you are born in this community does not mean that all that community are your slaves, that they will vote for you. Don't tell us the figures of communities. Kenyans are 40 million plus, and the majority of those Kenyans have more confidence in CORD.
The IEBC roll of voters indicates that Rift Valley province has the lion's share of the registered voters, followed by Eastern, Central and Nairobi provinces in the old system of demarcating the country. Northeastern province has the lowest voter registration figures at 347,457.
This election is not going to be won on the bloc, the ethnic bloc. The minority communities are going to determine these elections. So it's not that the central region is going to determine, the Rift Valley is going to determine. The minority communities are the people going to determine these votes. So they are the people that with the numbers now.
Analysts say the outcome of the presidential race will largely depend on the campaign strategies that each of the parties will employ, how they will mobilize campaign machineries and resources, and ultimately, how well they will be able to mobilize their supporters to turn up and vote on March 4th.
Everybody will come up with their own figures. I think where the analysis is going to be useful is how you use the 2007 election figures to calculate what votes you're likely to get based on the safe seats or the safe constituencies and the safe counties. If you go by that, then you're likely to get it.
But for now, focus, according to Dr. Otieno, should be on how each of the coalitions and political parties will manage the nomination exercise for various elective seats scheduled for next week to avert fallouts that may ultimately affect the outcome of the general election. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9.